Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you are a subscriber to my channel, welcome back, preloaders. All right. Now, if you've never been to this channel before, let me tell you a little bit about myself and what this channel is all about. My name is Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. I did a marvelous 22-year career with the NYPD. 15 of those years were spent in the Highway Patrol motorcycle unit. The name of this channel is called Robert Simmons Paying It Forward. The purpose of this channel is twofold. The first purpose of this channel is to share my experience, knowledge, and training that I attained from the NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit with you guys. The main part of that experience is going to be a focus on slow speed motorcycle operation. And the reason I focus on that is because I feel that's the most important part of operating a motorcycle, because 100% of your skill is necessary to keep this motorcycle upright 15 miles per hour or less. At speed, this motorcycle will stay up by itself. It needs very little input from you. The second purpose of this channel is to make you be the boss of your motorcycle. What does that mean? Being the boss of your motorcycle simply means being in 100% control of the motorcycle, not being intimidated to do simple things like left turns and right turns and U-turns. All right. When you can do those things without thinking twice about it, when you don't have any intimidation, that's when you're the boss of this motorcycle. So that's the purpose here. I also hold practice sessions on a weekly basis in a parking lot. Those practice sessions are free of charge because it's not a class. It's just me going out to practice and people coming out and practicing with me. And if they need some advice or help or whatever, I'm happy to lend a hand or give some advice. But it's a each one teach one environment. Meaning, as I always say to you guys, that practice session is not just for people that are not proficient in slow speed motorcycle operation. It's practice. Everybody needs to practice, no matter what your level of skill is. You always need to practice because, again, it's a finite skill. You have to practice it. So if you're out there and you know you have a certain level of skill and you see that somebody needs some help, by all means, each one teach one. We're all here to help each other out. As I always say, I know you guys could be doing anything with your time, and the fact that you choose to spend a little bit of it with me, I appreciate that. Some of you might be asking, preloaders, what are preloaders? Preloaders are simply subscribers to my channel that are serious about becoming proficient in slow speed motorcycle operation. That's all that is. Okay. I'll also say, speaking of subscribers, in order to come to a practice session with me, or in order to be added to the email group list to get notifications on when I'm going out to practice, you have to be a subscriber. Okay. I think that's very fair. Now, some people might be asking, what does preload mean? Because you hear it all the time. What does that mean? I'm going to put in the description a definition for preload. All right. But simply put, it just means that you're pulling the throttle and you're providing power, not to the rear wheel yet, because you have the clutch in. So that's why it's preloaded. And when you need that power, all right, you don't want to have to be worrying about pulling the throttle. Because you already have it preloaded, the throttle is already there. So I'm going to say preload and keep it loaded. And then when you need that power, all you have to do is open your hand into the friction zone. And then you'll have the power that you need. We're not opening all the way, okay? We're staying in the friction zone. We're going to the sweet spot. Everybody knows where the sweet spot is. And if you don't, that's where the practice comes from, okay? But anyway, I don't want to get too much into that. It's in the description if you want to actually read what preload is. So guys, please, if you like the channel, subscribe, like, and share. Sharing is very important because we need to get this content out to as many riders as possible. I want people practicing. We have to raise confidence levels. And remember, guys, this is nothing but time that's needed. If you put the time in practicing, the rest is going to take care of itself. I assure you of that. There are people that are in a position where they would like to contribute and support the channel. And if they'd like to do that, they can simply send donations to a Zelle account that I created. And basically that Zelle account goes to this email address right here at the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Also, if there's anything you guys want to share with me, you want me to look at, you want me to have anything like that, I also created an address for you guys to send that to me. Okay. That address is right here. All right. Again, I want to make available to you guys as much as possible to be able to communicate with me or get stuff to me or anything like that. Okay, now as I always say to you guys, yes, the main focus on this channel is slow speed motorcycle operation. But if there's anything that I feel is beneficial to you or relevant, I'm always going to share it with you. So today we're going to be talking about this Tour-Pak that I'm taking off the motorcycle. I already went out on a ride with my beautiful wife. She approved the Tour-Pak. I was very happy about that. She thought the seat was comfortable and that was great. And then she did a two-up video with me. If you guys didn't see that two-up video, take a look at it. That's good stuff. That's really the best video I've ever made as far as I'm concerned. And that's because my queen was with me. However, now, as much as I do like the Tour-Pak, I like the way it looks. And I do like the convenience of being able to, you know, open this thing up and have all of this extra space. I still prefer the streamlined look of this Street Glide. So I'm going to be removing this Tour-Pak. But then the other thing was, well, where am I going to put it? Now, when I did the installation video for the Tour-Pak installation, I remember I asked you guys, where do you think I should put this Tour-Pak? What do you think I should do with it? And one of the subscribers or preloaders gave me a suggestion. He said, hey, I think he sent me a link. He said, you can get something on Amazon. And that's what I got. So today I'm going to be putting that thing on the wall in my garage and getting this bad boy up there. All right, guys. So as I stated, I got this from Amazon and it was 90 bucks. And when I tell you guys, this thing didn't have a lick of instructions, not a lick of instructions, not even a piece of paper to fool me to think, hey, here's the instructions. Now, I can't say I'm surprised because I always do my due diligence before I order anything and I read the reviews. And somebody did state that it didn't have any instructions. But I'm sure it's not that difficult to figure out. Should I have to figure it out for 90 bucks? No. But it is what it is. So anyway, here's one piece of it. Okay, that's a side of it. Here's the other side. And here are the three pieces that go across. And this has like a rubbery feel, and under it is like a metal bar. And these screws, these small screws, go into the sides of these, okay, to secure it to this. These screws that they provide, it's a waste of space in the bag because if you're installing these in a sheetrock wall into a stud, clearly you can't use these machine screws. All right, so I had to go out and buy some lag bolts, which I bought right here, and I bought some washers to go with it. Now the other thing that, you know, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but the width of this thing is 15 inches. Okay, and we all know that studs are 16 inches apart on center. So clearly I'm not going to hit two studs. So I can do one of two things. I can put a piece of wood on the wall that's connected to the two studs and connect this to the wood, which I'm not going to do because I don't like the way that's going to look. Or I can use some drywall toggle screws. And I've used these a lot hanging up televisions. And this is going to work fine. I have the ones that hold 100 pounds per screw. So I only need to use two of them. The other two screws are going to be in a stud. So again, this is fine. So in order for me to use these drywall toggle screws, I also had to buy some washers that fit the narrow screws that go into these toggle screws. So the way these toggle screws work, the good thing about these are they are self-tapping, they're self-drilling. You use a power screwdriver, there's already a screwdriver hole right here. And when you put it where you want to put it, there's a point right here. And it'll go right into the wall. And once it gets to this point, I don't know if you can see that, where there's an arrow up. As long as the arrows are up and down, it's good to go. Then all you have to do is take this screw and put it in the hole of the one you put in the wall. And as the screw goes in, this thing opens up. And that's how it secures itself to the wall. But of course, I need a washer for that as well. And that's why I had to buy these washers. 1/8 by 1 inch washers. Okay? So that's pretty much all the tools. It's not that exciting, but anyway, I want to get to work because I want to get this Tour-Pak off the motorcycle and get it on the wall. I've decided the spot that I'm going to put this Tour-Pak holder. Originally, I was going to put it someplace here, but you know, then my concern was I usually have stuff hanging from this overhead storage thing, and if I have the Tour-Pak, which is going to come out, you know, probably about this far, then that eliminates me being able to hang anything from here, and that's fine. I have plenty of options, but then I thought about it with the width of that thing and the fact that it's not like extremely heavy. I may as well put it here and put it up here. That way, if I want to come into the corner over here, I can still do that, and I can just walk right under it. Not that I'm coming over here for much anyway. I have a little bit of storage over here, but the point is it won't be in the way. So I've already went ahead and located the studs. I have a stud here. I put a laser line on it. The other stud is right here, but that's irrelevant now because, like I said, it's not going to reach it. But that's where I'm going to have to put the drywall toggle screws in the wall, and that's going to be fine. So again, this process is me first assembling this thing so I can see exactly where the holes are on it, then putting it on the wall exactly where I want it, making sure it's level, and then marking the holes. And after I mark the holes where the studs are, drill a pilot hole. There's going to be 2 holes. That's it. Yeah, 2 pilot holes, and that's just so you don't split the wood when you put the lag bolts into the stud. And then on the other side, where those 2 holes are, that's going to be simply me just taking that drywall toggle screw and putting it right through there. And then after that, use the lag screws, put them through the holes when it's on there. Done. All right, let's get to it. All right, guys, so it's together. It literally took me maybe 7 minutes to put this together. And based on the pictures, because that's all I have to go with, it's minimal parts. So if it doesn't go one way, it goes another. But this is the way that it goes on the wall. The Tour-Pak should be attaching to both of these because the 2 latches on the Tour-Pak are about 6 3/4 inches apart. And this is about 6 3/4 inches apart. And this is going to go on the wall. It's going to go over there, but it's going to go on the wall like this. And it also has this part right here is for stability, but you can also hang something from here. And then it also has a hook on either side. So I'm going to put a link in the description for this Tour-Pak holder. Let me get it on the wall first before so I can really tell you what I think about it. But I'm feeling it now. Again, the Tour-Pak is not that heavy. This is going to be fine. I'm sure it's going to be fine. We're not talking about something that's going to be moving around. Once we get this thing on the wall, wherever it is, that's where it's going to stay. All right. So let me put it where I want to have it. Let me get a ladder and make my marks where we're going to make the hole. All right, guys. So I think that this should be... Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh, I was wrong. I was wrong. It actually, see, this is what happens when you should measure stuff. It will actually get into both studs. That is wonderful. So I don't have to worry about the other option. All I have to do is use the lag nuts. And I think I'm going to make it a little lower, maybe about like right there. So now it's even with kind of the height of this other thing. But yeah, all right, that's perfect. Oh, that is very good news. Okay, so obviously this would be easier with 2 people. But I'm not about to have my wife come in here and help me do this. But that's why you always want to use a level that's magnetized, so it'll kind of stay up for you. Okay. That's not level. You know, guys, I might have to call her anyway because now, well, we'll see. Because once I get it level, then I have to hold it there and put the pin through the holes. Yeah, I can pull it off. All right, it's only 4 holes, Robert. There's 1. There's 2. Oh, these are going to be a pain in the butt. There's 3. Son of a bitch. See, it moved over. Ah, that's a shame. All right, done. All right, guys, so I have my 4 marks, and I already have marks on the wall where I marked where the studs were, and the marks that I just made from that thing are right in the middle of the stud. So it's perfect. All All right, so now, again, just got to drill some pilot holes. And I smell it. Oh, you know what I smell, right? Wood. You always want to smell wood because then you know you're in that stud. And you want to feel some resistance. That lets you know. If you put this thing in the wall and it just goes in, obviously you don't have a stud. Okay, let's do this side. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. All right, so I just thought about this, guys. Now I know I'm using 4 lag nuts. That's why I bought 4. There's the washers. And I said to myself, all right, let me get this thing on the wall. And you guys know I'm all about the power tools, so I'm going to find something that fits these and drill it right into the wall as far as I can. And then at some point I'm going to have to probably use a ratchet set, and that's fine. But I just thought about something. Hey, Robert, how about taking the Tour-Pak off, putting it on here, make sure it fits before you do all of that, because I don't want to go through all that and then have to take it down. Although now that I think about it, if I put it up there and I have to take it down, all it is me taking out the screws on the side, which really would be a lot easier if it's already attached to the wall. So, no, maybe I'll just put it up. Yeah, screw it. I'm just going to put it up. I'm just putting it up. All right, guys. Right tool for the right job. That's the lag nut that's going in. That's the socket that fits it. It fits it nice and snug. That's the attachment that goes on the end of the drill so that I can connect it to the lag nut. And we're going in. And once we get one nut in, we're good to go. And then we can worry about lining it up. Stuff like that. Okay, AIF, guys. AIF. If you guys can figure out what AIF is an acronym for, put it in the comments. AIF. Adam, Ida, Frank. I don't know if the power tools are going to help me out much here, guys, because the angle. It's like right against the side of this thing, so. But you know I'm going to give it a shot. All about the power tools. I'm a big believer in working smarter, not harder. Or as they say in Massachusetts, smarter, not harder. Okay, and that's kind of going at an angle if I do it like this. All right, so I'm going to leave it like that. I'm all about the power tools, but they don't always work out, so got to go to the ratchet set. All right, let's do it. AIF. You know what? Let's do some fast motion. Okay, and we don't want to put it all the way in. We want to leave it loose. We want to get another lag nut, put it in the hole, put the level back on, make sure we're still level. AIF, guys. Anybody figure it out yet? And you might say, dude, it's the garage. I mean, is it that serious to this level? Technically it's not, but it's just how I am. I'm a particular type of guy. All right, guys, so the first top screws are in, or the lag screws. It's level, and it's already pretty sturdy, and that's just with 2 screws, of course, because it's in the stud. It's not heavy. All right, let's get the other 2 in. I got to get my butt back in the gym because, whoo, I'm winded. I got to turn the air. Well, I got to turn the air up. I already have it on. Again, guys, I'm not rubbing it in. It's Saturday, January 2nd, and it's 22, 33 hours, and it's 66 degrees outside. So it's a little warm outside. But I am glad that I decided to do this up here because, again, got to think outside the box, you know? In my mind, it was going right there. Oh, come on. All right, guys, so now this hook is in the way. So I'll just get a shorter socket. Hopefully I have enough clearance. Yeah, this should be good. Yep, I'm in there. That thing is not going anywhere. I could probably do some pull-ups on that. But remember, guys, my main goal, if you watch my video on the garage and being an extension of your home, the goal is to get as many things off the floor as possible. So definitely, because this was on my floor before. You guys saw where I had it. All right, one more screw. All right, guys, that's up there. All right, let's get the Tour-Pak, see if it works. Fingers crossed. All right, just so you guys know, full disclosure, you know I'm always 100% honest with you. My ego is not ever a problem. If I don't know something, I'm going to tell you guys I don't know it. And the beauty of this is if I don't know something and I share it with you guys, it doesn't take long before the comments start coming in to let me know what I didn't know. And I appreciate that. Taking off this Tour-Pak. The one time I took it off, I just got lucky, I think, but let's go for it again. Man, it is hot in here. Alexa, turn on garage fans. Alexa, turn off garage fans. So I forgot that the fans make noise, so that's not going to happen. So, so what I forgot to share with you guys when I went over the whole garage thing and the air conditioner is I also have two fans in here. I have one on this side. It's a Lasko, L-A-S-K-O. They sell them at Sam's. A lot of times people use this for floor drying, but they put out a lot of air. I have one over here, and I have another one on the other side of the garage. And when I have the air conditioner on, like I do now in the summertime when I'm out cutting grass or whatever, I turn those on as well. And when I need a burst of cool air, I come in the garage and I stand right between them. I call that the polar vortex. All right. And of course, I have smart plugs plugged into both of them so that I can tell, I'm going to say Shaniqua, because if I say her real name, it's going to go boom. But if I tell her to turn on either garage fan number 1 or garage fan number 2 or garage fans, and it'll turn them both on. It's all about the smart house, guys. All about having the smart house. All right. Back to the matter at hand. Getting this Tour-Pak off. Okay. I'm going to pull these two things up. See, and like this one looked like it was already, oh, you got to pull it back. Okay. Okay. Pull it back and lift up. Like a glove. All right, guys. Now I'm feeling I'm feeling good about myself because I figured out something that I clearly should know. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the wife's seat and I'm going to put it in the back of that Tour-Pak because the only time this is going on the motorcycle is when the Tour-Pak is on the motorcycle. Again, I like that streamlined look. Put this screw back in. Now this rubber piece came with the seat. It came with this. And I'm going to leave that on there because without that, this piece, this screw doesn't sit firmly. It jiggles around. Why is it like that? I don't know, but that's the way it is. And then of course I'm going to remove these things and put back the inserts that are the same color as the motorcycle, and I'll be done. All right, put this in here and put it upside down. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the original back seat that came with it in here as well. May as well. And no, not the backrest, because I'm going to be using that. And if the original seat that came with it could fit in there, I would do that. Actually, here's what I really want to do with it. That's what I really want to do with it, but I'll hold off on that. All right, guys, moment of truth. Those shoulder presses are coming in handy. Like a glove, guys. Like a glove. It's out of the way. I can walk right under it. Perfect. Perfect. All right, guys, so there's another shot of it. Let me go over with the wide lens. Show you where it connects. And also show you, if you guys actually decide to go with this, you'll know the holes to put the screws in is the first one. And then you're going to see a hole here. You're going to skip that one and put it in this one. That makes this hole and this hole 6 3/4 inches apart. And then you'll see another hole here. I left that blank and I put the other bar down here. And that way you can hang helmets from here or whatever you want. And you can also hang helmets from here. This hook, there's a hook here and there's a hook over here. So my wife's helmet, I just bought her another helmet, I ordered it. Her helmet's here, so instead of keeping it on top of my toolbox, I'm gonna hang it from here. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for this video. I hope if you are considering getting something like this, that this helped you out. And if you're considering this actual Tour-Pak holder, I am gonna put a link for it in the description because although it doesn't come with any instructions, and if for 90 bucks, you should at least get instructions. If you look at what other prices are, especially the one from Harley Davidson, which is over $200, I'm okay with not having the instruction. Well, here's another thing I'll tell you. So it comes with spacers. It comes with 2 this size and 2 this size. Don't ask me what they're for, because I don't know. I didn't need them. And again, I told you about these screws that are useless if you're trying to put it through a stud. So that way you can eliminate that. The only screws you're using, and I see they gave an extra one, are these small screws. And that's what you're using to put the brackets, the support brackets in the middle, okay? So the other thing that I like about where I put it is, if you come into my garage, you can't even see it. Watch the wide angle lens. So you can see, you know that the Tour-Pak holder is up there, the Tour-Pak is up there, and you can't see it. And that's perfect. This is blocking it. So I can do whatever I want to do over here. I can walk over here. I can walk under it. I got plenty of room to do whatever I need to do over here. You know, it's so I'm happy with it. I'm happy. It's doing what it needs to do. All right. It is doing what it needs to do. It's sturdy. That's not going anywhere. And whenever I need it, it's right there. All right. So yes, I will give this Tour-Pak holder a stamp of approval. And I am going to put a link to it in the description. Guys, I'm also going to link in the description the Lasko fans that I was talking about, just in case you guys are interested in. I mentioned things and then people send me an email saying, hey, can I get the information on what you talked about? So I'll put that in the description as well. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me here. All right, I hope this video finds you well. Guys, spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. Big shout out to my brothers and sisters in blue. Be careful out there. I'm wishing everybody a happy new year, a happy and healthy new year. I want to thank everybody that's leaving me comments. I want to thank everybody for the emails. All right. I appreciate all of that. Again, like I say, you guys, every time I read something that you guys say and I respond and I read and I respond, we're getting closer and closer. And then when some of you guys come out and you practice with me, I mean, this is just great. And I already know that when the weather gets warmer, oh, it's really going to get good. I'm looking forward to that. I thank all of my subscribers. I thank everybody that's watching and thinking, hey, should I subscribe? Yes, you should subscribe. And all right, let's just keep this going, guys. Practice, 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 because practice builds your confidence, and a confident rider is a safer rider. Until next time.